I kind of figured this was coming. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Dugai, coming at y'all with another episode of Dropping Dimes with Mr. Dugai. All right, today I'm going to talk about today's big news as safety Chauncy Gardner Johnson is out indefinitely with a lacerated ribs or whatever. But he will return this season. That they say he's not ruled out for the year, yo. Before I get into this video, for everyone, if you want to give me a follow on my social media platforms, I'm gonna have all that information down in the description box. May not always get a chance to respond to questions and comments on these videos, so feel free to DM me. And whenever I get a chance to, I'll get back at you. Come holler at you, boy. Also, if you a Madden player on Xbox One, I'm gonna have my Xbox One gamer tag down in the description box also. Yeah, man. We kind of knew it, the minute it happened. The way he kind of buckled himself, and it looked like the extreme amount of pain he was in, and the fact that he had to get carted, to the locker room, let you know, like this is serious, yo. And he got hit. He banged up. He banged himself up, man. He's gonna be out for a while, yo. The good news is they said he is expected back before the season end. Now is that regular season playoffs? I don't know, but they feel like he kind of said himself he'll be back. You know. Now the thing is with him, obviously what we're gonna miss is his ball hawking ability. He was leading the NFL with 6 interceptions, just very athletic, could cover a lot of ground. Big time safety, man, especially for somebody who's hasn't played that position really since he been in the NFL, probably since college, because with New Orleans he was more of a nickel back, role where he was more closer to the line of scrimmage. But now he played a little more deep. He played some at the line, but he played a lot of, over the top deep man safety, covering ground type of in that type of scheme. So he gonna be missed, man. He definitely gonna be missed. And it's frustrating, that it's happening. We starting to get hit with injuries, yo. We've been pretty healthy, for the majority of the season. But these last few weeks, with Gardner Johnson, with Dallas Goedert, Jordan Davis, Avante Maddox, we starting to get injuries, yo. But that's why you gotta have depth. That's why you gotta have your position coaches to get the next players ready to play. Rather they gotta go in because somebody hurt, or they gotta put the work in throughout the week and be part of the game plan coming up for the next opponent. So the thing is now with that, there's Reed Blankenship out there who's probably going to get the start, you would think. Look, when he came out there, he did good and did bad. He had a beautiful interception when he undercutted, a pass intended for Robert Tunyon. Big time play right there, momentum shifting type of play. But then, he did take a bad angle on the Christian Watson touchdown. That was a very long touchdown catch and run. But so you got, he's an undrafted guy. So you're gonna get good with him and get bad. The one thing about him that will actually be a little better, in my opinion, than a Chauncey Gardner Johnson is he's a more physical safety as far as for the matchup we have Sunday with the Tennessee Titans and Derrick Henry running the ball downfield. He's a bigger guy to probably be a little more effective bringing Derrick Henry down. The one thing about Gardner Johnson is he is smaller. He's a smaller safety. He's a safety, but he's more kind of built like a corner where he threw his body around a lot. Now he's physical and he plays bigger than what he is, but that's how he got injured. He tried to lay a lick on somebody and he hurt himself. I mean, he's not a big guy. Reed Blankenship is a little more bigger, so he'll help as far as the run game is concerned. But we all know Howie Roseman, especially this season, when somebody go down for the most part, except for the tight end position, he kind of stayed back at tight end. There was talks that he reached out to Gronk, but he pretty much stayed rolled with Jack Stahl and Grant Calcaterra and Tyree Jackson and them. Do he add a safety? Safety is a position that we don't have a lot of depth. Yo, we got Reed Blankenship and Kavon Wallace. Besides the other safety, Marcus Epps. Um, I feel like Howie may add somebody. Now, there's a lot of talk that the Eagles should bring back Malcolm Jenkins. Malcolm Jenkins said something on somebody's podcast. before Gardner Johnson got hurt and was just talking about like, hey, if Howard them need me, I could give y'all a couple of games. And that's all good and dandy. I get it. But for me personally, look, if we was to sign him, I would not be angry. Like, I'd be like, okay, let's roll, let's hold this thing down. But for me personally, the reason why I don't think Malcolm is the guy we should bring in because this is not Jim Schwartz's system. Now, look, I know Malcolm Jenkins is a highly smart and cerebral football player, but the system he ran when he was in Philly was Jim Schwartz's system. This is Jonathan Gannon. This is a whole new scheme. It's not the same verbiage. So he would have to take time to actually learn the defense, which I know Malcolm, like I said, is cerebral enough to pick it up quickly. But when you combine the fact that he's an older player now, let's not forget that, and the fact that he has to learn a whole new scheme, I don't think that's the route we should go, in my opinion. Look, we're not gonna get a Pro Bowler on the market. Like we're not gonna get, the second coming of Ed Reed or somebody, out there. If we do get somebody, I say we bring back Jakarski Tart, yo. I say, look, I know he had a really, really rough training camp. But he's somebody that knows the system, and I feel like he's somebody that could still make plays in this league, if given the opportunity. And we only need him for a few weeks, man. We don't need him to, and then he don't even have to start. Like he could back up Blankenship, But in case Blankenship don't really, pan out back there, or he get nicked up or something, I would like to add a guy like a Jakarski Tart, to the 53-man roster, to give us that insurance in case Blankenship go down, yo. Now I know we still got Kavon Wireless, I get that, but adding a guy like Jacorski Turk who's been part of this defense, I think would be a good signing for us. But we'll see how we may roll with what we got. But if we go get somebody, I say go get Jacorski Turk. But with that being said, that's all I got for y'all today. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Hit the like button for your boy. Give me a subscribe, man. Philadelphia Eagles content and NFL content and content of my other teams throughout the year. Y'all have a blessed one. Fly Eagles fly.